today's episode, we're going to be doing a few different random things. First, I have managed to collect a bucket, one whole bucket of latex. So we can finally build this, but the problem is the redstone. I don't feel comfortable getting the redstone yet because my pickaxe neither has silk touch nor luck, fortune. And so we don't have a good way at the moment of getting an excessive amount of redstone. And we need an excessive amount of redstone to give this haste. I also made a sledgehammer, by the way. And I will be replacing the bone cleaver at some point, but now is not that point. Anyway, where was I? We're talking about redstone. So, redstone obviously is going to be a key part of many of our mods. And so we're going to need a way of getting a lot of redstone. Let's look up redstone. Right, so we know we can do the redstone essence. I did mean to actually start growing inferium so that we could start building our way up to that. But look how, redstone essence requires redstone seeds. That's not a problem. The problem is this. We need tertium essence. We need an infusion crystal, which unless we get up to master tier, which will take us a long, long time. The only way to do it is to get prudentium with a normal infusion crystal. Prudentium is used by doing an infusion crystal with inferium essence. We have inferium essence. So it wouldn't be the hardest thing to do. You do get 12 out of it. Our other option is to work our way up into Botania and start getting a better mana pool, start converting. There's a cockroach. Start converting the redstone into, or glowstone into redstone into itself, more of itself that is. But these are really what we're looking for. This fluid sieving thing, I'm still not so sure about. I don't know if when you wash this with this, and it turns into it, it's really confusing. We will maybe work our way up to that. This enrichment chamber from Mechanism gives us a ton. We know for a fact that the pulverizer and the induction smelter are a good way of getting it. But this phytogenic insulator suggests that flux tooth spores give redstone. And so we can make a flux tooth spores. We should have all this stuff. We have a bottle of enchanting. Might not have a red mushroom, actually, now that I think about it. We can get Phyto Grow. Actually, I have the stuff for Phyto Grow in my inventory right now. This can be Silk Take Spore or Slitaki Spores. Phyto Grenade. Boom Shroom Spores. Glimmer Cap. Hello? Oh, you gotta go. Get back here. Walking around my base. Making all the noises. Anyway, we were looking at uses of Phyto Grow here. We had gotten to the end anyway. So I don't think we have a red mushroom. In all of my exploring, I don't think I ever bothered to pick one up. God, that is the one downside of, well, one of the many downsides of using these as food. Surely there's got to be a red mushroom somewhere. Alright, now that we've got the red mushroom. What? Bottle of enchanting. I literally have that right here. What do you mean? I'm so confused. I am not missing it, that ingredient. I am missing the redstone. But the other one there, I'm not missing. Do we not have any redstone left? There we go. Oh, now it lets me do it. But anyway, another thing that happened is ancient debris. I got 4 ancient debris mining this much netherrack with my hammer. I built the hammer so that we could mine netherrack faster. That is something else that I do want to do a little bit later. So now the question is though, can we plant this? The answer, not surprising, is no. Maybe it needs to go on rock? Nope. Alright, this is not a plant, turns out. Thermal doesn't have a book, right? We don't have a thermal book over here. Thermal might actually have a book. Thermalpedia. Yeah, it has a crescent hammer. That's right. Which I mean I could make, but I don't feel like doing that. So that, a bit of a waste. Shove that in there. I was hoping that that was going to be the answer. So our answer might actually have to be mystical agriculture. Which, see, so the thing is with these, we can get the farmland. We have that book. I don't know why we need the book. But look, we can take wheat seeds, which we should have. Alright, or we don't have any wheat seeds. I don't know how that happened. Whatever. Moving on from that. Step 2 of my plan. Latex. Takes forever. Step 2 of what we want to do today. I've been working on upgrading this to reinforced 5 so that we can get the last thing for this. The unbreakable. But I have discovered that we need to melt a few of these down in order to do this. Which, no, do not put it on our head. Well, those are melting. Oh, those actually melted a lot faster than I thought they were going to. Alright, so that is 3 millibuckets worth of this stuff. If I put this in here, we can pour it right in. And then the question, whoops. Can I have that back? So the question is, stop putting the blazing blood in the what? Why is the blazing blood still in there? 250 millibuckets came out. 50 millibuckets stayed in. That's annoying. Anyway, ancient debris. I'm going to fix this before I do anything else, because that's going to irritate me if I leave any in there. Hello? I have to actually do it in quantities of 250? Are you kidding? Is that the problem here? That you can only pour 250 in at a time? I hope that's not the case. But if we're looking at this, this is at 13. It's going to be 14 out of 24, so we're going to have that done in no time. Yep, it had to be in quantities of 250. Alright, but now we have that. Will that be enough to smelt down these? Looks like it might work. Just barely. But this turns out that the smeltery has gotten a bit of an upgrade, seeing as it can now smelt debris and get molten debris out of this. Which does make manuallium now. Also makes, with gold, molten netherite. 1 nugget for every 4 to 2. You can also get nuggets. With this we get the scraps. Which, is this a better ratio, 4 to 2? 4 nuggets to 2 nuggets gets 1 nugget. So, 9 nuggets for an ingot. Quick maths here. Let me do some quick maths. So 4 times 9 equals 36 nuggets. That's still 4 ingots, right? But it saves us on gold, doesn't it? It's nighttime. Is it me or is that moon moving rather fast? Is that the normal speed for the moon? Am I just dumb? Like, is it just normal? Like, hold on. Is netherite? What is netherite normally? It's 4 and 4. Yeah. Is this suggesting that I can do 4 and 2? I don't think I left any. This is going to be problematic because this copper in here is going to mess everything up. Give me that copper. Alright. But if I shove in like 4 ingots of gold, I don't know if it'll mix with the copper first or with the netherite. It is making netherite. But did it also make rose gold? It might have also made rose gold. So if I put in another, because right now we're at 1 ingot. We still have 2 ingots and 2 nuggets of this. What did that give us? 2 ingots of netherite. And no more. Alright. So yeah, I don't know how that worked. Was it the same overall? I'm not entirely sure. But most importantly, we do have netherite for potentially cheaper than it normally would have been. And so we do need, you see how similar those brick colors are? Straddle board requires netherite. This thing requires netherite. A metallurgic mycelial generator requires netherite. Good times. Dissolution chamber can get supreme machine frames with netherite. Netherite dust, which doesn't really help us. 4 netherites will get us netherite seeds, but then we also need supremium with that. Ah yes, this is a good idea. Use the netherite to cast an ingot. All of this unbreakable, but this is what we're after. Requires netherite and reinforced 5? What? That's not what it said before. Oh my god, we need another netherite ingot then before we can turn this. That's so annoying. I thought that it was only, because that's going to reduce a level of haste then. There's no way to mend these anymore. There's no mending option for these. At least not unless you have to like use the mending books on them. But when you like hover over this, it does not suggest mending as an option. Exchanging is an interesting one though. Fire starter, gilded. You can make them gilded. And, oh no, glowing is the one. No? Luckiest, melting. What does that say? Padding. Oh. Reach, silky. Spilling, stripping, tilling, unbreakable, draconic, harmonious, over slime. Recapitate, resurrect, shiny. Shiny is the one I was thinking about. Where it's just lit. Now it's shiny. Writable, aquatic. It says anti-aquatic, right? Yeah. Bane of blasting, cooling, diamond, emerald, experience. Experience just gives you more experience, right? Is haste also not a multi-step one anymore? Hold on. Am I being dumb? Well, I mean, the answer to that question is just yes, always. Upgrades. Haste, 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 haste. Per level. See, per level. Maximum of 5 levels. So I am not entirely dumb, anyway. That always scares me. The clicking. Alright, well. Netherite is something else that we have to start working on then, I guess. Not something that I had planned on really grinding out a bunch of, but... Because netherite require... In order to get to netherite, you need to get diamond. And so that right there is 2 slots. 5 more slots for the reinforced gets a 7. Right? Yeah, 7. So that leaves us with 3 slots, if I'm counting right, for haste. I would love to have haste 5, but I guess they actually, did some time to make sure that you couldn't just get ridiculously overpowered gear. Whatever. They win this time. I have to go back to the nether and mine a bunch of more of the stuff now. That's annoying. Anyway, this is the last part of today's episode. The Lexica Botania. Specifically, this petal apothecary. We need cobblestone, and that's really about it. Lots of cobblestone. Why didn't I use the other one, you might ask? Again, we're asking dumb questions of a dumb person. Orange. We have a billion orange ones. Just give me some petals. So from what I understand, these petals are the beginner parts of Botania. And so the petals will get us our beginner flowers. And then our beginner flowers will get us further. My mattock is broken. So we're going to punch out all the grass. Which is good because we need seeds anyway. Trying to avoid the ferns. Because I think we want those for something maybe. I'm pretty sure I just punched a bunch of them out. Anyway, I think, so my overall idea for our base is going to be to build a bridge from that side over to this side and kind of have like that canal there. Channel. I was going for channel and canal. But anyway, yeah, have that be like the way through our base, but also our base be built over it. So like, we'd have like shipping and receiving, literally shipping through here. That's for another time. Stop with the putting berries down everywhere. So what does this thing do? Let's look it up. Will serve as a brazier and incinerator if you fill it with lava. To create plant life that can do their bidding, a botanist needs a special means of infusing plants with mystical energy. All functional and generating flora are made here. For more information, read through respective places. So we need a bucket of water. Luckily, we have arguably too many buckets, specifically of water. There we go. Bucket of water. Got. Sneak right-clicking the apothecary with an empty hand will remove its last item thrown in. Tossing vines will give it into a cobble apothecary will give it an overgrown appearance. Comparators can detect their fullness. So that's something like so I was looking at the beginning of the Lexica Britannia, and it does specifically say that it is a mod meant to be a tech mod. It is supposed to be a tech thing. I don't know if these will count as vines. I want to try it though. No. They just plant the stupid berries. Give me that back. Tomato seeds, eggplant seeds. Why do those exist? We have those already in the other mod. But looking at this, our next step is the pure daisy. Far from being more than just basic, the pure daisy is the most important flower a botanist can have. This flower will purify any adjacent wood and stone blocks into their purified counterparts, living wood and living rock. Just give it a minute or so. We need living wood to make a living wood twig, which I assume is going to become a divining rod at some point. You can turn water into snow, netherrack into cobblestone, soul sand into sand, ice into packed ice. Pure daisy is 4 white. I don't think we have any white. One quick sleep later. Do we have any white? Of course not. And thus reaches the end of our apothecarying. I have to go hunt down white flowers now, I guess, in order to progress at all in this mod. The life that we live. But I think that will wrap up today's episode, even though we didn't really accomplish much other than realizing that we have so much more to do before we can actually get to work on any of these things. So as usual, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you around for the next one.